Take the microphone away, so make sure that the camera is yet again frozen.
On me?
Yeah.
Your camera really likes me,
It was
Greg.
frozen on Liam earlier, but I got it frozen.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, I'll be working on that.
No problem. Dorinthia? Oh, Bolton. Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
We can change Kimmy's one to Bolton, please.
Oh, yes. Surprise me, Kimmy. Here we go.
One foot slapping. I've got a good fighting today.
This is going to be a recurring thing tonight.
I don't know if it's sideboard anything under
That's
this.
the only reason it's in there. No. Yeah, it's the only reason it's in there.
Alright. Oh, and Dawnblade. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to assume that I'm going to see a lot of Dust Path pilgrimage today. A lot of Twinning Blade. Okay.
I kept pushing more and more light coming to me, taking out mountain, and I got to the point that my movement was actually making me lose. It's like back to me.
We'll be back in 2 seconds, Kenny. I'm just going to get my dice.
I like dice.
Oh, cool. Do you not have a dice box?
It's my side.
It's gonna see Kenny.
That should be enough, right?
Yeah, that'll be fine. Right. High roll?
Sure.
Right. What, 8 for me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. You go first, I think.
Sure.
I don't know the logic about which one wants to go first. For us, it's true in this matchup, but we'll see.
Take right. Charge.
Cool for 3.
Yep.
And it has to go again.
Yep.
3.
Download 3.
No block.
No reaction. Pass.
Cool. Drawing line up. No, I'm going to tunic. There we go. Tunic to 1.
Yep.
Hit and run. Hit 3. Dauntless. Dawnblade for 6. Your next defense reaction costs an additional resource to play. Yep, 1 floating. With go again.
No blocks.
No attack action.
Take 6.
Cool. That hangs around until the end of turn. So I'll just leave that there. Cool. Dawnblade for 3.
Block 3.
Cool. Drawing out Assassin after Arsenal.
So if you sell corporate, that's be events in case of those like corporate weapons.
Pitch. Yep. V. Charge twice.
Cool.
It won't get any pump because we're not light cards.
So it's just for 3?
Just for 3.
Cool. One card in Arsenal, 2 floating.
Yep.
I hate this shit. Okay. I'll block 3. Attack reaction.
Yep. Yep. I'll play Beacon. Choosing excess 2, so give it +2.
2 damage.
And I'll then give it go again.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll go trick hard off Beacon.
Yep.
I'll go search for library
Sure.
and then play library.
Cool. Okay. So what do I have to do to get rid of that shit?
Discard 2 yellow cards.
Sure. I have so many of those in my deck. Great. Funky. Okay. So I have to pitch 2 yellow cards to gain
No,
an instant.
discard.
Discard 2, and then that will also destroy it.
Yep.
Cool. Huh. Well, I'm gonna tunic. And think about my life choices. Okay. I'm gonna pitch 3.
Yep.
Play Dauntless. Dawnblade for 6. 1 card in hand, 1 floating, 1 in arsenal.
Offense reactions, 2 big attacks that I want to answer. And Rouse the Ancients. Rouse the Ancients, I want to get an answer. That's intelligence attack. So I don't really want to pitch that. And also, if I know.
No what?
No attack reaction.
Take 6.
Cool. Gonna be drawing up and passing.
Pitch. Use Halo.
Uh-huh.
During my turn as well.
Yep.
Just seeing it. So I'll put a creature steel hand into soul.
Uh-huh.
Light card, draw a card.
Yep.
Play V, charging once.
Okay, so 4.
Yep.
One card in hand.
1 card in hand.
Nothing floating. So presumably it's going to be a Dawnblade at the end to ensure that you get your intellect gain. No block.
I'll give it go again.
Yep.
Pitch. Dawnblade for a 4. Plus 1 of V.
Yep. No block.
No reaction.
Take 4.
Gain plus 1 intellect.
Uh-huh. Cool. Tunic goes up to 3. And for anyone keeping track in the chat, I am remembering my tunic, which is progress. Okay, we've got hit and run.
Because he's a white hero. Yeah.
Pitch 2. Dawnblade for 3 with go again. 1 floating, 1 in hand, 1 in no, 2 in hand, 1 in arsenal.
Yep.
Tunic on 3.
No blocks.
No attack reaction.
Take 3.
Cool. I'm going to pitch 1 and play Nourishing Emptiness for 6, dominated.
You've no cards in hand, right?
No cards in hand, 1 in arsenal.
No resource.
No resource. Tunic on 3. And no Nourishing Emptiness in the graveyard. I'm going to get my intellect gain somewhere, Kenny. It's sure as shit not going to be from the library.
Sure.
Of course. I was really hopeful, considering you just pitched 2, but you hit it. Cool. Drawing up, passing.
Yep. E-strike with go again. Sorry, plus 2.
Plus 2? Okay. So E-strike 7.
Yep.
I don't super want to take it, but... What? That takes me to 24. Break-evens is 1 card in hand, nothing floating, no pitch.
Correct.
7, go to 24.
I'll give it go again.
Yep.
Pitch. Dawnblade for 3.
No block.
No reaction.
Take 3.
Pass through.
Cool. Pitch 3. Dawnblade 3.
No blocks.
Attack reaction. Give it go again. Defense reaction.
No defense reaction.
Cool. 2 floating. Hit and run.
Yep.
Pay for the braces. Dawnblade for 6 with go again. 1 card in hand, 1 in arsenal.
And no resource.
Nothing floating. Correct.
6.
Yeah.
Charging. I looked at my hand and went, why is that? Number 4. No reactions. Pitch floating. Diane Trust for 7.
You have no resource.
No resource. Tunic is on 3. 1 card in hand, 1 in arsenal.
No blocks.
Six. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. Tunic, take it to 9.
Yep, taking 9.
Cool. Counter goes on the Dawnblade.
Yep.
No reprise or anything like that, but Dawnblade, drawing up, passing to you.
Not dominated in this way. If it hits, you can't make anything.
Yeah, probably. He's one of the few in the channel as well who doesn't have like do anything like absurd.
Plundering from hand.
Okay,
So next attack action card it hits. Draws me a card.
cool.
Express lightning. Charging.
For 4.
Yep.
Currently no go again.
Currently.
There's nothing patched. Just going to have a quick... And I hate thinking it, but I'm pretty sure it's a 0 cost card. Cool. Fun. Question is, do I care? You get to draw a card. You potentially get go again. How many cards do you have in Soul right now? 3?
2.
2?
Yep, 2.
So you'd be banishing 1, giving it +1. So I should block out 5 if you want to be able to give it go again. You don't have to pay for anything. You'll be drawing a card. Okay, so 2, 4. It's a card from hand. Do I try to block it out? Oh, you're drawing a card, so I'm psyching myself out thinking about this. Do you need to banish to
Yeah, I didn't get that fucking triple.
I think you only wasted one go again.
Yeah.
Gonna block
No, well, I could have
5
swung for
here.
6
I thought you were debating if you wanted
and then played shadow.
Yeah, but you're slightly sort of reason it's like that can get all one costs. If here's a demigod, it's like
Yep, awesome.
Cool. I'm just gonna turn the bolters sideways to show that I've blocked with them. Save the dice. Cool. Tunic goes to 1. Patch 3.
Yep.
Dawnblade for 4. Two floating, 2 in hand, 1 in arsenal.
yeah, I think it's the one
Before.
Yeah.
You want me to shuffle it too?
tradition. Oh, from my house to way there. Right.
Something amazing.
Yeah. I consider it just okay. Pummel on the climb is punishing enough. I really got what I want, right?
But that's normally the place.
The line to
No blocks.
No attack reaction.
Take 4.
Cool. Breaking the bolters. I've got 2 floating. So I'm going to pay for the Brave Forge braces and come in for 5. Nothing floating, 2 in hand, 1 in arsenal.
Block 12.
12. What am I coming in for 5?
Yep.
Cool. Counter stays on the Dawnblade.
Yep.
Drawing up and passing.
I'll draw and pass.
Cool. Tunic to 2. Pitch 3. Dawnblade for 4. 2 floating, 3 in hand, 1 in arsenal.
Or
It's the only reason I blocked the past.
block 12.
Attack reaction. Well, I'm coming in for 4. That takes it to... Yeah. I think I do it this way. So pitch 1. Overpower. Take it to 10.
Yep.
Pitch 1. Out for blood. Take it to 13. 1 over.
Yep. Take 1.
Counter stays on the Dawnblade. Draw up and pass.
Yep.
Okay. Tunic.
Just Genesis and yeah.
Okay, let's do some math.
So one thing I started doing with these experiments is
Okay.
I just take my soul off and set it to the side because it's too much to pull it out constantly. And then I keep dice underneath, so it's just more we can tell like that.
Hit and run. Pitch 2. Dawnblade 4 with go again. 2 in hand, 1 floating.
Block 10.
10.
Yep.
Attack reaction. Singing.
Yep.
Search for what? 1 card in hand. Twinning blade.
Yep.
Would you like to cut?
Sure.
Cool. Converting tunic to pay for the Dawnblade for 4.
No block.
No attack reaction.
Take 4.
What are you talking about? He showed up more than you have.
Counter stays on the Dawnblade.
Yep.
Draw up and pass.
3.
No block. Tunic to 1.
Yep.
Pitch 3. Warrior's Valor. Dawnblade for 7. On a hit, go again. 1 floating, 2 in hand, 1 in arsenal.
Block 12.
Cool. Yeah, just gonna Iron Song. No hit. Counter comes off the Dawnblade. Arsenal pass.
Mhm.
There was still another 6 cards.
Tunic.
Yep.
Pitch 3. Valor Dawnblade 6.
7 and 9, 8, so we both won in my last proc either, so I probably would have had 9. And all of my Celestial Cataclysms would still be that. So, yeah. 3 blues now. That was rough. Like, I was watching and it was like, literally. Yeah, it was really,
6.
like using 0
Cool.
for red just so you could have to go again on the weapons on 1 turn. It's like,
Hold on. No.
Give me a look at this.
Are you joking? Okay.
4.
Like a little chip in the bar in the top, so you know where it is.
get the long-term game like it. Yeah.
No block.
No reaction. Pass turn.
Cool. Tunic.
And the Armory. Is that why Liam was like this? It's just been testing.
Pitch. No, I don't need to pitch yet. Iron Song Determination. Pitch 3. Steelblade Supremacy. Dawnblade 6. Dominated. 1
Game.
floating game.
Yep.
Yeah, Half-Blood. I was trying to draw into a 3rd Steelblade Shunt, just in case, but it wasn't coming. Yeah. Good game, Kenny.
Yep.
Yeah, what was it that was it Take Flight or the Lead the Charge? The turn when I blocked for 5? I was real petrified on that turn that I was doing my math wrong. Yeah. Good game though, thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for the dice. Cool. So is it a Dustpath Pilgrimage Twinning Blade kind of deck
Not
with the dual
really.
blade? Just there to threaten it more than anything?
I don't think Dustcraft works with Vulcan.
Yeah.
I don't even want the blue ones, they're just there because that's all I have at this stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the only things I want with it would be Lumina and Twinning,
Yeah.
along with that, essentially, and you just have a turn like that.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that would be an absolutely messed up turn. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Well, to anyone watching along at home, thank you for watching. Hope you had fun and keep tuned for another great Friday night Dice Show event.
I still think you should be playing Saints.
What's going on, everybody? Greg here, owner of Dice Jar Games. Just going to give you a quick update. We've got 15 people here tonight, so that'll just be 4 rounds of Swiss. We've just finished up the first round, which you've just watched. So yeah, we'll be doing 3 more rounds, and yeah, I'll come and sign off at the end. So enjoy.
He only drew one card at the turn before, and it was supposed to kind of separate the just get plus 1 game that I was lucky from the 1 card. And it was drawing cards and banishing that. Yeah. But then these get permanent plus as well.
Library on turn 1. It's not fair.
I did it in my first hand. I was just like, And only once in that game did I not draw a 5 card.
Nick copy. What else you need? Kind of lost.
And he had 2 cards at the bottom.
And at that point, you just
Yeah. Yeah. He wants negative 2. But I had a 0 cost card in my hand that I could attack with again too. He had, yeah, it's really bad luck for him.
because that's the thing, right? Is that with the luminance, like you don't really care about the life gain as much as you just care about keeping your team safe. Yeah. You don't really need to stack it with 16 cards. Yeah. Unless you have like a beacon to kill someone. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's he did get the library up, and I triggered it exactly 0 times because there are like maybe 6 to 8 yellows in my whole deck, and I wanted to play singing, twinning blade. I've got shumps, crit and run, and balance. So I lie. I've got 5 times 15. I've got 15 yellow cards. Yeah, a quarter of my deck is yellow, theoretically, but I want to play those cards. If I never pitch them, something's wrong. So, yeah. I can pitch shunt, pit run, and balance. The only ones that yeah, but in that game I just wrote it was pretty much like perfect stuff game. I had like 1 third hand. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, well, tomorrow goes by. I'll be looking forward to seeing you. But correct. Well, the next one, like later. Yeah, exactly. Like finals. Finals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, gearing it up now.
That's it.
Yeah, that's why they did. Otherwise, I would completely would have. Turn out.
Oh yeah, shut up. Oh, play my referee. Oh, Nick Chappell, play my referee.
So I'll quickly bring your attention to the table numbers on the wall. We will be listening tonight. Number at the top of the page is the number closest to
Nobody plays
the
like
wall.
the Rose. Got the little text on the board. Exactly like it. Let's go.
Yeah, so I'm going to go down from table 1 down to table 2. Yeah, so table 1, David X versus Callum Riley. David Holden versus Doug Cobb.
Now.
Table 3, Raven McKenzie versus Ted. Table 4, Chris Fury versus Hamish Stanford. Table 5, Sam Buckman versus James Adams on table 5. Table 6,
Why make that mistake?
Bill versus Felix. Table 7, Ian versus John. Table 8, Cole versus Grant. Table 9, Fury.
I'll find
I rarely pitch 2 cards. One card.
Really good. Strike catch me after the
Yeah. Just give me your heads up.
Yeah.
So you're on yeah, I've got
This was unfortunate, but it didn't matter. It was just over. Like, it was 7-year-old and I drew my beacon and my living on my
just really quickly, I just want to let you know, we are actually allowed to sell the Commander decks tonight as well as the set booster boxes. So if you're interested in one of the Commander decks from the set, just hit me up and we can sort that out. Well, you know, we have got the budget looking at still coming on at the moment, so if you spend $30 on fuel for it, you get a tank
Not as straight up, maybe it's too long. They just don't. Every time I see them, I'll keep the blues. Everyone just
appreciate that.
Try it, see how it goes.
Actually, pass me back the top. So the thread of go again is worth far more. It was 2, wasn't it?
It's not much for me to do.
Because the list originally only ran 2, but I tried 3. It's not working.
I was like, with that, I got lucky. Alright, push and block players, listen up. We've got round 2 here. So Nick versus Liam, Rowan versus Sasha, Brian versus Callum, Kevin versus Elijah, Kenny versus Daniel. Oh, sorry, Kenny versus Tamid. We've traded Daniel out tonight. Caleb versus Stephen, and Michael versus Jamie. Morgan, you've got a vote.
Can me and Liam go on stream?
Sorry?
Can we get Liam go on stream?
Yep, absolutely. Oh, really? Yeah.
It's basically
Well, you haven't started the event, or you can play whoever you want.
No, you're not allowed to switch there.
It's on the right. Yes, play here.
You can play it.
This is bullshit.
Nick's so happy.
It's a fun deck to play against.
No, it's not. You literally just play your card and you're like, oh, I won. What happens?
What happened? What is this sorcery?
We're playing Blitz. Just I bought a Blitz. Oh, yeah, just give a dice out. Is it okay if we sideboard to Blitz?
Yeah. Do you know who I was with?
Not playing fast
You're playing T'Challa?
Go away. Don't speak to me.
Archive Sentinel does nothing.
Nah, it stops nourishing me this. How many cards can we sideboard out again from my deck? It's 13, right? Yikes. How am I supposed to sideboard 13 cards out?
You just pick random 13 cards for this? 'Cause it doesn't-
It's bullying me now.
No, that's bullying. I don't need either of the two.
Just put it away.
I don't even need either of the two. But I'm just gonna play it.
Just play Halo.
Halo's probably better
Yeah, it is.
in this matchup.
Right, my deck's very organized.
Did you by chance get my cards ready? I'll grab it from you after the games because I don't have it anywhere to put
Or play a card that
Why does this set my life wrong? What a garbage hat. Can I have 40? Is that a fair handicap? Yeah.
Does it affect the game that much?
Might. 40 might.
40
might make it playable. Just because like we can trade damage then and then
Yeah, it doesn't
I can
feel as bad.
win on Storm Striders.
Yeah.
But as is.
I'm gonna laugh if I lose this.
We'll see if my game plan works a bit better. It's just going to be like as much damage as possible. See what happens. Hope just to blow you out with an Aether Flare or something.
Five Arena.
Yep. What do you want to do?
I want to go first.
Yes, you do.
You either blocking or you're dealing damage, and if you're dealing damage, you're taking damage. God damn, it would be interesting to see if you actually drawed. It'd have been funny if you drawed your nourishing there.
I don't even think I block with it there.
Yeah. Nah, not on that.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'll take 2.
Take 2.
Yeah, it pings me, right?
Yeah. Turn.
Can you? Yeah. Well, this is what we need. Sonic for 7.
There's a blazing Aether on the top of your deck. I'm done.
I'm very tempted to Talismanic Lens here, but I'm not sure if I should. Yeah? What? Just need a red, right?
Yeah. If it was blazing Aether, that blows out really badly.
Yeah, it is.
It's just like, oh well, all right. I definitely don't think it's that.
Okay, I thought it was going to be a pummel. Just the way you're playing it.
Nah. 3 cards.
Yeah. Draw 2. Kano?
Yep.
Interesting. Kano?
Yep.
Draw 2. I need to think about this now. Might not even be doing that. This is tragic. I'm 1 resource short. Reverberate for 4.
You've lost.
This would have been a fun one to have as a out of war +1. Just like talk through what I should banish here.
Yeah.
Because there's like 3 different good targets. Listen for 3.
That sucks.
I'm going to Blazing Aether off the top. Yep. 4, 7. So I was 1 resource short of Reverberate 3, Lesson 3, Chain Lightning 3, Blazing Aether 9. And the other decision was like, should I draw 2 off the Reverberate? Should I Sonic Boom?
I don't actually know what they are. So I was just hoping I could read them.
Especially the Valiant Crush. It works because it's multiplayer for appearances. I was like, are you getting all 4?
I don't actually know what any of them are.
Yikes.
That's cheaper than the last ones, right?
Not really.
Okay, not as yikes.
Yeah. It's just 7 straight damage.
These are the ones that are really
Take 4.
they're not the like $20 at the car style ones, but they're not the like annual release ones.
Right, I see.
Craig, we can't acknowledge that the cards have secondary market values, but these ones are worth more. Well, by virtue of being sold in the box that costs more than one extra.
Just thinking about Maker Shield.
Yeah.
They can print cards
I think it's just awesome.
They're in Soul, by the way.
Yeah.
We don't acknowledge that those cards cost more money. That would be ridiculous.
Come in for 4.
Callum, now you have to buy them.
I think the find is not broken. They have adhered to the traditional retail law.
I'm just thinking if we're doing something from the individual channel or not.
Oh yeah, about Genesis or something. No worries. I'll just leave it here until you say.
The fact that there's no way to break this disgusts me.
So is Genesis in hand as the last card there.
What's that?
And so is Genesis in hand as the last card that last turn. So you're like, is it worth a shield or worth thinking about playing on my turn? Makes sense.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It doesn't excite me either. This guy's home. Not gonna do it, Callum. No.
Huh.
Create a large
Why is that there?
I gotta say, the plan of taking billion damage felt a lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah. I think I'll just pass and go to my turn.
Okay, sure.
There are other cards.
The best card in the deck.
So cards, and you make treasure. So I'm like, maybe you can do something with like a free card.
Pay one. Oh, you had a blue? That's gross.
Is this a picture of them or is this the card?
7.
I'm an idiot. That's too big.
I'm gonna take one.
Goes into soul.
Yep.
Damn it.
I guess it didn't actually. Well, I guess it saved me 3 life, right?
Yeah.
Go.
Right. I mean, I'm glad they've got rid of.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove counter and block one.
Just one?
Sorry?
Just one?
Yeah, so I'm going to as 6, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Let's see what we can do, eh? I have the one.
Good.
Yeah, I'll show you it. So I think you slightly misplayed here, but it's alright.
I have a...
Because, like, I can't Kano
Yeah.
if you let it hit.
Yeah.
But
I think
I'll show you the
play
win.
should be for this and probably one of them, which then means I still have 1 resource spare, but
Yeah, so that's no resource left.
I fucked that up.
So it's 1 resource left because 1, 3, 5, and I have 1 floating. Yeah. So we go.
Actually, 3, 5. You have 1 no.
So we pay for Metacarpus for 8.
Wait, 1.
So I remove Tunic, right?
4, 5. Oh, you remove Tunic.
Yeah. So then 8.
Yeah.
And then Blazing Aether.
Yeah.
And we KO it off the potion.
Yep.
Good game, mate.
Good game.
It did not feel as awful as I assumed it would be. I guess I was playing it wrong last time I played. I was playing like.
Yeah. You want to try that again? I didn't draw any really good threats either. It was a thing. Yeah.
So I was playing it wrong last time we played. I was like playing the usual like block 2 cards and like put 1 card back.
All I expected to hear was, oh yeah, no, he won.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, obviously he started the match.
Yeah. Like last time I played it, it felt totally unwinnable.
Yeah.
And this time I was like, I'm just taking 15 a turn and trying to do a 15 back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a really, really quick race.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting.
I had some decent draws.
Yeah.
Like
I had some really terrible.
that 1 turn where I draw 4 was like big, super big.
Let's go again.
It's kind of nice not having to worry about. And I think I was right about when I was thinking about popping that lens.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'm feeling like I was because I drew lesson and that's guaranteed off the top.
Yeah.
But I could have needed it at the end, so maybe it's worth forcing to get a red to get you 4 lower earlier in the game. But who knows? How'd you sideboard? Defense reactions and stuff.
Yeah. They stay out, and then yeah, I just don't play them.
Yeah, we're 3 zaps.
None of them are value.
1/1/1.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to deal damage.
Yeah. I didn't really draw. Yeah, I played that last turn wrong, but I still lose because I only get to keep 1 resource.
Okay, so you don't do anything.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah, because double red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's
a
kinda
really
rough.
bad hand.
If
Like,
you
if
have-
it was all yellows, then the hand's actually a lot more playable.
If it's all yellows, you just let the judgment hit to play another hero and you win the game off
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
just because like, if judgment ever hits, I can't kill you in response to it. So
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely not as one-sided as I thought it would be.
no, I thought it'd be super one-sided. I'm going first.
Sure.
Your fans are in the chat.
4,
Block 1.
3,
Block another one. So take
3.
3.
So 3, 2, 2 is 7.
2, 2.
Yeah.
And.
Genesis? If you Genesis, I just think I lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was really worried
I
about.
was like,
that's what I was
okay.
really worried about in the matchup.
1, 2.
Because now you get a shield every turn.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can ever beat that.
Yeah, we're gonna put that in there.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, draw a card.
Yeah.
1,
Oh yeah, yeah.
2.
Yeah, this is not winnable now.
Yeah, and then. I wonder if he has it. It'd be funny if he did.
The nourishing.
Yeah. I don't need to, but.
He's just
fuck
gonna
it.
Erudition me. Oh, that's definitely game. Holy moly.
I was like, do I pitch Erudition and play for the Judgment? Then I was like, oh, he just full blocks.
I can't do anything anymore, so
I draw 2.
yeah.
I still have 1 resource. Damn, this is good.
Yellow and library.
And like, either getting all your cards out of your hand is again, or I'm doing, yeah, I think you just can't let the protection hit, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's way better threatening the protection than the Ravages. The Ravages is just 1 damage.
Yeah.
And I think you just take it, but...
I'm gonna take up an Arsenal. This is more like what I thought the matchup would go. Just totally doomed.
We are gonna put that away.
Yeah.
Drawing 1. I just... Wow, alright. You can't...
Oh, you...
The one thing we talked about
I know,
over there.
I know.
I was like, I just can't do anything else. I have no other attacks. Yeah. And discard a card.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, there's nothing I can do
Yeah.
except for that.
I should have just blocked it. But
Yeah. You just block 9 and
my hand
keep 2 cards.
does nothing anyway.
Yeah.
'Cause
What,
I-
what,
it was
what,
stir.
what card would you get? Oh,
Stir.
you hit stirred there. That's
So
good. You might as well keep saving it there. But what was the other card? Like, what would you have kept?
So I had blue. So I can play my other card, right? Alright. So it's these 4. Oh, this is Arsenal, but...
Yeah.
And then this card's there.
Yeah. Yeah, so you just play those 3. You try to keep it, well, unless the others are blue or something.
I'd probably keep the blue instead of this and just blank in on my turn and be like,
Yeah.
potion, please.
We will start off with Genesis, and you know what we're going to Genesis?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just Genesis that, actually, that's
So I'm
fine.
no longer sure if I can respond to Genesis.
You can't, it's in the start of my turn. It's like a start phase.
But it has a triggered effect as well, so
Yeah.
I'm not
Which
sure
is
if you
weird.
get response to an effect from it, or... I don't know. Judge, can you please read up how priority works in start of turn phase?
Yeah. It's just bullying next level. This is the game I wanted.
Yeah.
How can I control this?
There's a higher power that just wants me to Naru and check everyone. That's not beatable. Jesus. That's the wrong card. Sorry. That one.
Yeah, it's same with this one as well, right?
Yeah.
And
Christ.
like,
Game's
it's
done.
locking or dying or take
Yeah.
Yeah. I just forced the cards out.
So one of them doesn't go to soul, but
Yeah, only the War Chain.
yeah,
So this Cataclysm doesn't go to soul.
I'm drawing up.
And like this whole thing here just means
I'm dead.
yeah, you can't even respond and kill me. Like, even if I was down
Even if
to
you're,
like
15,
I
yeah.
think this still was like a massive breakpoint.
Yeah.
We'll just get the
Can,
yellow
can
out
I
of
have
my hand.
Talisha now?
Yeah. We'll just get the yellow out of my hand. Draw.
I'm still not. Don't think Talisha's worth running.
No.
Like anything other than a turn 1 Genesis is probably beatable because you have to commit quite a lot to playing it.
Yeah.
And you don't really get to
I think if
snowball
I
the
see it like
advantages
really
hard.
early game, if I see it in the first like probably 3 turns,
Even that's not as bad because then you're not putting pressure on me when you're playing it. So
Yeah.
like I do get
I just
time
take
to
an
do damage
off turn,
before
yeah.
you start doing this.
yeah, I think I just take an off turn. I hope that you didn't play. Well, you either play pressure and then I have to take an off turn to play it, and then I have to take an off turn after to get it going.
Yeah.
But I think once I get it going, it's just
Yeah,
It
so
just
that's why
rolls.
the game has to. That's why I have to take all the damage I did in game 1, right? It's because like I have to end the game before this is a relevant card.
yeah.
All right, Nick. I'm dead. I'm just dead to that.
Yeah, just
Could have blocked it better, but I'm dead. Whew. Either way, I think the game's over in like 5 turns. Like,
both ways.
yeah, both ways.
Still can't believe there's 31 minutes to go.
I don't want to play this matchup anymore.
Just not gonna play Wizard.
What?
Just not gonna even consider Wizard anymore.
Oh, no, if it can win like a matchup where we don't draw Genesis, it's probably more of a real deck than I thought. Yeah, the big question is whether people are actually running their own. Like, and that's why I don't like the deck. Is if they aren't, it's a real deck, and if they are, it's a lot harder to be a real deck. It's just so reliant on things other than your player skill and your meta call. Because like, I guess Naru is kind of a meta call, but it's not like you're targeting a specific deck. So, like a Chinese player could show up and be like, yes, I have 3 Naru, this is much harder for you. And make you sideboard wrong for things. Yeah, that's how we thought it would go.
I like. So in that first game, I didn't really draw anything good. But I don't think I really drew anything good.
Yeah,
I
like,
think that changed. There was like nothing that actually applied anything really good to pressure. I had no
there were
real.
a couple protections.
Yeah, but they were all yellow and they were like just 2 blocks. There was no like red protections. There was no.
There was no
Herald.
erudition.
I didn't have my judgment until like the final turn.
Yeah.
No Genesis. No even Arclight Sentinel.
Arclight doesn't do anything.
No, but it's still just a free attack.
Yeah, but you're playing 6 to do it, so you should be pitching it.
I think like. Yeah, that's a good point.
Because like you pitch 6 to attack for 1. It's like sure it's 1 for the rest of the game, but there's like 5 attacks probably. So
That makes it even though at that point.
but instead you could play 2 heroes, right? 2 heroes that you're pitching to play it. So
Yeah, that command turn was two sentinels.
I can't believe I was
Command
just talking to
and
Steven about
pummel.
you always block when you command and conquers with 3 cards in hand, and then I'm like, oh, there's no pummels.
Some pummels? Doesn't pull pummel. Ah, okay.
Yeah. Just a very bad play. Ugh. Yeah, so you're playing 60
like-
cards?
62.
Just cut Arclights.
Yeah.
Or some red.
That's
I know,
Arclight.
just increase the odds of drawing this earlier, right?
Yeah. There's no way you can successfully block the erudition either.
No. I have to play
Actually really
Skullcat.
great, but yeah.
I mean, maybe I should be playing Skullcat for that reason.
Yeah.
But, like, Goliath gets it over anyway, so
Yeah.
maybe it's not worth it. But I was playing Talismanic Lens because I was like, oh, it's doomed. I'll just play Talismanic Lens because I always play Talismanic Lens. But, I don't know. Skullcat's probably not worth... Oh, probably...
Well, you have to give up. So I'd probably waste the Goliath on the first erudition anyway. At which point you just don't block it because you know it's already fucked.
Yeah. I think if you're seeing 2 eruditions, though, I lose anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Reward me, senpai. And then what are the next 2 cards?
Yeah.
Just damage.
That's just this one.
Yeah. Dun dun into these 2. It's probably this one first because it's first turn. So you
Actually,
want to
is this right? Pitching this,
Yeah.
and you pitch this, and you can play this, and then cross-threat into this.
but you don't have go again. You have to pitch this.
Yeah, you pitch this first
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah.
Draw these two. Pitch this, play this,
And then cross wrap.
or ask.
Probably cross wrap because there's no real point arsenaling any of the threats unless you have library. Because
Yeah, because I suppose you're like playing him anyway, unless your hand really sucks. Are you playing library in the matchup? Yeah, it's probably good enough.
Just an extra card.
Kill the camera.
Yeah. So those were all very too. Yeah. But it wasn't really that sold. It's not much Did you really?
You good?
Yeah. It was a good game. Crazy. The second game was way more one-sided, which is what we expected it to be.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I guess you just got really lucky with that one, right? Like, with like draws and whatnot. You'd like just judging by the like those games were black and white, right? Like they were completely different. Yeah, like in the nicest way possible. Like, it sounds like you got really lucky with your draws.
That probably helps more.
A little bit.
Where's that been going?
Other way.
At the Bridge Con?
I think so. It was there last year, so.
That's right.
You guys figured out the men's top ranked player, right? Yeah.
This needs more space. Needs to be there. But... That's as close as it's going to get, I think. Yeah, I need to put up a watch your head sign right here. Or like right there.
It still hasn't got an XP for nationals this year. Yeah.
I think like a tablet sitting there for the end of the game. You can't have it during the game because people say people can. Yeah. But there's a 20-second delay as well, so it's not but I suppose there is still stuff that can be good. But yeah, but I like that guy in this is not only playing one Nora and not respecting Wizard in the matchup. There's just no point playing Nora. Like even playing one Nora, I was just maybe I should be playing Skullcap, even though there's nothing to block except for Nora shooting. Yeah, in which case I can't block it anyway. Yeah. But
Might be worth sitting down with somebody after a match and going through comments and answering people's questions in the chat. Something to think about.
it feels on your empty space in between rounds. It's 23 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's some of the matchups as well. Though. Like, some of them are quick
Players as well.
Yeah.
Like some people play a lot slower.
Yeah.
No idea.
Probably be weird, but yeah. They almost like every card you do.
rest of the game season. Although it's like there's an argument that the learning curve at the start is very easy. When you learn keep the getting this deck has runs like a few levels. Yeah, it already had water.
I like single chain blocks. Just because.
How did you do?
He just his words. He just kept running the nuts over and over again. Just ridiculous things over and over. My face.
That's
It is what it is.
not a lot.
No.
It's always next to
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't care about first place. The rest of it's like, whatever. Now I can get like 4. Just go home and Speaking of which, I went home during your the winter case event, so I never came back to get my pack for that. You know, no Arcane, I'll just keep waiting. Rush waited how long? Yeah.
we don't know yet, but that's like the place.
I won 2-1.
2-1. What table were you on? Table 7. So you won 2-1.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
I want to break around I've been playing against Baltimore.
Stephen, how did you do? You won that before?
Like one event.
It's pretty easy once you play one event.
Yeah, when you play one event and you actually do well in the single event you play, I mean, you can
And that lose eventually.
When I got down to below 20, I was scared that you Brian basically plays on me. I've got him so close to they get to 5 tackles and you have 15 Enjoy your teammates.
What do we got? Is that on the YouTube comments?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So.
All right. So we've got a question for you from Yippee Kaye. Thought I heard. It's just Yippee Kaye. And it's this question for Liam: would you consider running Wizard at a road to Nats as an underdog pick, or is the meta just too deadly for Kano?
The meta's pretty good for Kano.
We've
talked about this a lot in a video we're going to put out real soon, actually.
Yeah.
Where we went through building a Kano deck.
Yeah.
And like why you would build a Kano deck.
Yeah.
But if you're expecting a lot of Guardian, it gets a lot harder.
Yeah.
You just have to think about how much Nullrune people are playing. And at the moment, we're seeing a lot of top lists skip Nullrune, which makes Kano a lot stronger.
No, that's fair.
So,
Yeah.
It's going to go,
just if you're in the chat right now and you've got any questions for Liam or for Nick Spence as well, we've got Nick Spence over here too.
Yep.
Feel free to chuck them in the chat. We can answer them, while we've got some dead air time. We've got 16 minutes left in the round. We've still got a few games that we're waiting on. So I know there's a 20-second delay on the stream between comments and this. So, but we'll wait a few seconds. I might leave you in the hands of Nick Spence while I go sort out some Magic players. But we'll keep an eye on the chat and answer some questions.
I will get the chat up if you want.
Yeah. Question for Liam: how tilted is Calvin?
On a scale of 1 to 10, he is dopamine streamo.
Dopamine's having a great... Callum is having a great time. Dopamine Callum is his name.
There's still needles coming out of his arms with dopamine.
Yeah. He just got to Lumina into V into Art of War into Lumina consecutive turns as Bolton, so he's having a great time.
Yeah, I imagine the Kano video is probably going to be out within the next 48 hours minimum.
Depends on when we've got scheduled. Is there a reason for no Skull Cap? There's on the deck, but I thought the Prism matchup was just so doomed. I was like, I'll just have fun and play Talismanic Lens. We talked about it a bit at the end of that game.
Yeah, I think
it's okay. It stops the first Herald of Erudition,
but nothing after that.
But actually, no, it doesn't even do that.
Yeah, you have to throw Tonic as well. Yeah,
no, you can't stop it. 7 does not get blocked by your cards.
Well, 3. Oh yeah, 6. Yeah.
So
you're not blocking the first one.
The real scary cards that it is there to block don't get blocked because Goliath Ball is being played.
Yeah.
And then that means you have to get there on another way, which is just more damage, which Talismanic Lens is better at doing than Skullcat.
Yeah.
The 3 block probably matters less than being able to find 3 damage off the top at that point.
Yeah. Callum's 2-0 at the moment.
Yeah, he's on Raiden Bolton.
Yeah. Earlier there was someone that commented on me just running one Nullrune.
Yep.
To be honest, you don't even play the one Nullrune. I just put it in as a meme.
You have it there for chain.
Yeah.
It's
it's there for chain, but even then it's not. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference in matchup.
If you watch our second game, you should see what matchup's more supposed to go like.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit closer.
I think it
was a high roll for me. I think the first game was more of a high roll for you. And the second game was a massive high roll for me.
Yeah.
But I think even still, if we both don't high roll, I think,
it's probably I thought it would be 20 ADD, but it's probably more 40-60.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else was I saying? Is there who does Kano go well against in CC? So any decks that are trying to skimp on resource and play heavy red cards, and anything that's not playing a lot of Nullrune. So your Warriors is one of the great matchups for Kano. It's a big reason to run it.
Yeah.
Katsu's 50-50. It's pretty fun because you just race each other.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what other decks would fit that description off the top of my head.
You play Goliath, Gauntlet, and Blitz as well. I think
you have the equipment.
I think if you
should just do it.
Yeah. I think if you're playing Aggro Prism, you should just be playing Goliath, Gauntlet. Period. Playing to be popped isn't good.
Blitz. You need null rune. So what slot do you use for Kano? Do you just play 3 in Goliath Gauntlet, or do you play 4 in Halo? Sorry, 3 in Halo. I could also see like 3 in Vestige, because your heralds are hitting right, so you get more resource. But that's probably not as good.
Probably play 3 in Hardened Cross Strip, to be honest.
You know, actually that's the play. You play off lower hands. Yeah, I like it.
You can afford to give away a card and still be able to attack twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
you don't need Goliath to force your Erudition through.
Yeah. Because they can't.
Because they're not going to play Skullcat. Like, just straight up not going to in Blitz. You just play leads.
You just leave the Erudition as well in that case as well.
Yeah.
There's no way you don't.
Well,
if you don't leave the level Erudition, it just costs you more. Because then you're 2 cards down.
Yeah. Yeah. I played a couple Prisms and actually I played 1 in Blitz. The Imaginarium skirmish, and it was not close. It's kind of how our first match went, except I get to do that on 1 turn, not like 5.
Yeah.
So like, Prism plays really badly off less than 4 card hands. Like, it plays 2 and 4 card hands effectively, right? Like, it doesn't play in between.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get 1 card out from like a Sonic Boom, you're so much safer.
Yeah. Yeah. It just means likely that the Hardened Cross Strap is coming next.
How do you find Prism against Chain, Nick?
So it's pretty... I think it's very coin flippy. It's very coin flippy if you don't see Library.
Because you beat Prism round 1, eh?
Yeah,
sorry,
I beat Chain round 1. It was
got
sort of
turn 1
close,
Library.
but I get turn 1 Library, so the game is like heavily my favoured all the way.
Yeah. Best Prism list for Chain meta?
Aggro.
Auras don't do anything. Especially now Prisms are sideboarding time skippers. Like Arclight Sentinel doesn't win the game on the spot for you. Oh, so what deck are you playing, Captain Sakusu?
Yeah, it really depends on what deck you're playing. If you're playing a much slower / go tall deck, you do need to play more.
Also, I think such a small percentage of the field will be Kano. Yeah, it's totally fine just not sideboard. Yeah, like it's just not going to matter a whole lot of the time. If you think like you can play 2 more defense reactions instead of those 2 null rune or like Chains of Eminence or something, to help your other matchups that you're going to see a lot more, you should do that instead.
So if you get Library out in the Chain matchup in the first 2 turns, the game is basically like turns to 70-30 your favour, like instantly. If you're playing Katsu...
you can sideboard Arunia's Prayer.
Yeah, you probably...
if it's aggro Katsu, you sideboard like 2 Arunia's Prayer, that's what we've got Callum doing.
And then you don't play any null rune.
But I also just don't think you need to.
Yeah. I think
so few Kanos.
Yeah. You apply so much pressure and damage that it's actually not... Yeah. In constructed at least. Yeah. I think in Blitz it changes slightly. You just keep Snapdragons right and go 3.
For Katsu and Blitz?
Yeah.
I think you're probably aggro, right?
Yeah.
You keep Mask and Snapdragons. No, you play Vest, Snapdragons, Norun, Arms and Head. That's how we were doing it when Callum was doing it. Yeah.
Another question on neutral Kano and I'm using Chain. What matchups do you run Chains and what do you name? So you probably play them against... You definitely want to play it against Chain because I think...
pretty good. You just name Seeds the whole game.
Yeah.
It's like a 9-off that you can stop them pitching. You can also like turn off a lot of the pressure and make them take like damage from their damage zone. So it's pretty strong there. It's good versus Warrior. You can name Warrior's Valor, and that's like the scariest card for you to play versus because that's like the one that gets them over the top and gives go again.
Yeah.
So if you can name that, like you're in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
And it's also another patch card.
Who would do that?
Do I think like...
Don't they know it?
I think it's it makes your game way better and it enables you with a shot at beating Bravo pretty consistently, and it does help out with your Reina and Livier matches quite a bit. You can't win those games like you can't win those matches period.
So you're just hoping you high roll the hands.
Yeah, you can't win that matchup without Library. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Nakatsu Kano.
Get your heroes right, Daniel. Jeez.
I think Aggro Prism is very strong without Library as well. I think being able to just dish out
a lot of the games
12 to 15,
library, right?
yeah.
So what's the difference? Like,
I think it just
don't feel bad if
enables-
you don't run it
yeah.
because of budget or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's going to help some of your matchups slightly. And
But
there's-
the damage output you do put down, if they're not meeting you with the same damage output or not blocking you, you just punish them way quicker.
yeah.
For competitive CC, yeah, I think library is almost a must.
No, I was just saying I don't think so. Well, like if you have one, sure, like absolutely put it in. Don't take it out.
Yeah.
But
If you can't
if you
afford
can't
one,
afford it, like it's one card out of your 80.
Yeah.
It's going to have an impact in a decent amount of your games. But there's also games where you're racing, you just don't see that much.
Yeah,
Again, so you're just
yeah.
not going to see it. It's just like
yeah.
it doesn't feel too bad. Yeah. Yeah.
No, Prism is not my number one pick.
Nick, you're up against Rowan. Yeah. And Liam, you're up against Sasha.
It's not my number one pick. To be honest, Chain still is. Just because Prism has a couple of hate matches. But we got our next round, so we're gonna go do that. Good luck and enjoy the stream.
Where do you want to go next?
Wherever, whenever.
Should we just go like every
So 2 1 to call. That would be awesome.
You know, I usually sit on that side, and I've won one game and lost 2, so I'm sitting on this side. So essentially, you sit out for a round and guess I don't need to play that. Don't worry, I lost the
I don't know how to.
Just play Shane. Shane, the bane of my existence. 2 weeks in a row.
Sorry, turning now.
So we're just waiting for Tamid. He'll be back at some point.
I wonder where he is.
I don't know.
Could he be outside?
Accurate prism, I think.
Oh,
By hearing briefly.
I don't actually think I have his phone number. I think I would just use Facebook. Chat. He's looking for him. We'll get going at some point. He's playing Chain. No, he's playing Viscerai. Either way. He's going. Defense reactions, I don't think so.
What's that table cheap? What's that? Use the other side, sorry.
You're on stream. If you're good with that.
Oh, time to hide my cards. Hey man.
Do we use mats or do we not use mats?
Use your match, make sure it's lined up.
Okay, the OTK matchup.
Yeah.
No. So, what is my last name split into two? Tamid Zaman.
Something different?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go secret.
My legal name is Mister. Against you.
Against me.
Against you. I have to just get lucky. No, just once. So Tamid and then Zaman. Or just Tamid.
What do I want to run? What else can I take out? This is a real question. Because almost everything is essential.
These are not my
That
sideboard.
can come out, I guess. Nah, we'll leave that in. Oh, I lost chat.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So we got Bolton versus Viserai.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is exciting.
We've played this exact matchup before.
Several times.
Yeah.
Several times.
So something I will just quickly let you know, there is a camera right here. So when you stand up at the end of it, you want to make
Don't
sure
knock it, yeah.
you're avoiding knocking into that.
Sounds good.
You don't want to smash your head, basically.
That's a good idea.
I think more so he's worried you're going to knock it off alignment, though.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Just make sure the alignment doesn't get messed up.
And whoever, like after the match, we'll probably do like a little Q&A with some live chat questions.
Sure.
But that'll be after the
I'll make it quick. Don't worry. I'll just let him win right away.
I'll grind it out.
Yeah, it's going to be a grind. He's going to turtle himself into a bunch of rune chants.
We'll see. This is a new version, so you haven't seen this version yet. We'll see how this works.
You know, my other, like the one that I had subbed out today, like a bunch of cards for, would have been really good against your build because it's literally built to like go boom.
Yeah, you need to go boom early with against me. I didn't pile shuffle, so I'm gonna have to like. Just do this. Somewhat riffle shuffle it.
What's that?
Like pseudo riffle shuffle.
Pseudo riffle shuffle?
Yeah, I need this deck to be completely randomized, otherwise I get screwed over by RNG. By no RNG, sorry. Since it's 50-50, yeah, I can't risk that. I'll bundle my cards. That's why I just like drop them.
Yeah, I actually only bend the side of the sleeve when I do that.
That's good.
Yeah.
I might get looser sleeves to do that. I don't trust myself with these. I'm terrible at shuffling. I've been playing too much TTS.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
I just
yeah.
push R.
R. And you get a much better random distribution.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to be able to see chat anymore. Sorry. Not that anybody was talking to me. It's just it's not fair in case Tamid's cards go on camera. So
Yeah, you can see what I have.
I mean, there is a delay, but...
You'll be a Q&A.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. All right. Odds or evens or high roll?
Yeah, we can do odds or evens, whatever you want.
Okay. Well, we've got plenty of dice. We can just do high roll then.
Oh, sure.
All right. Who goes first?
I've got go again.
You go first.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Big draw. 6 dominated.
I don't know. Knowing what you're building, I feel like I maybe should have went first.
Maybe. All right.
Twitch plays. Press 1 for this card.
All right.
Which one should I block with?
I pitch 2 to make a rune chant.
Yep.
Then I arsenal and pass to you.
Oh! Oh no!
Why?
I didn't put in a spell void card.
Oh. Well, if you want to. I don't mind if you change it.
You sure?
Yeah. It's gonna be. It's not gonna be a competition if you don't have 12 wood. Well, arcane barrier.
So that would have been really bad.
Yes.
That's I looked. I was like, why is my halo still sitting there? That doesn't make any sense.
You would die.
So you made a rude enchant.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Pitch. Take flight. Charging.
Yep.
For 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was like, what the heck?
For 2.
Something's wrong here.
You know what? No blocks. Take 2.
Battlefield Blitz for 3.
Here we go. Cool. For 7. Owen. Wait, how much do I actually have to cost? Just 4 books? One card in hand?
And you've got 1 pitch remaining. So annoying. Why does it get +1?
Because I charged.
I'm gonna do it that way. 4 and
Block 3.
Sure. Centauri Saber for 2.
Block 3.
Okay, so you take 1, it goes to 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. That's the end of my turn.
Yep. I pitch. Oh yeah, go.
My turn or your turn?
No, my
Okay.
turn. My turn. There we go. Now my turn. I pitch 3 to make a rune shot and pass to you.
Sure.
6. On a bat dragon. 1 floating. 2 and 1 in arsenal.
Well, that's just unfortunate.
Unfortunate, huh?
How in the world? I should have kept my helmet and did the dynamos out.
Yes, I told that to Kenny.
Yeah, that would have been a better option, but live and learn.
Pay for the brace.
He did the same thing and was just sitting there not blocking all game.
Pitch 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked and I was like, okay.
1 floating. 1 in hand. 1 in arsenal.
Celestial Cataclysm. No. Saber for 2.
Block 3.
Running blade.
Sweet.
Counter goes on.
Arsenal list. Pass to you.
And play Become the Arc Knight, discarding Rune Flash to search for Mordred Tide.
1 floating. I'm gonna come in again.
Right. So you discard an attack to get a non-attack. Discard an attack to get an. Yeah.
Cool. So Genesis is put a card into soul. Cool.
The fun part is shuffling. So much shuffling in this deck.
Yeah. Good.
That's my hand. Then I play Mordred Tide, making 1 rune jump from Viscera. Then I play Become the Oath Arc Knight to make 2 from room this one and 2 from Viscera to 7.
Sure.
Then I pass to you.
Okay. Pitch.
Supremacy. 6 on a pitch or a card.
Centauri Saber for 2.
2 in hand. 1 in arsenal. 1 floating.
Block 3.
Plus 3. And go again. Draw a card.
So I take 3.
Saber for 3.
Block 6. For my turn, I arsenal and pass to you.
Sure. Draw 2.
Blocking 11. Coming in for 6.
Because I need to somewhere to fit this.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. 3. So that takes me to 7.
As long as you're not watching the bottom card.
And then so block that 11. And then that's 12. So 6, 7, takes it to 13.
Valiant Thrust for 4.
Taking it to 13. Defense reaction. Cool. I'm going to have a further attack reaction.
No blocks.
Excellent. And I'll be drawing twice.
+3.
Take 7.
Sure.
But yeah, you're taking. Oh, yeah.
Technically it has go again, but I'm not going to use that. I will Arsenal pass to you.
Okay. I play Enchanting Melody, pitching 2, then read the runes red, making 4 to 11 rune chance.
Okay.
Then I pass to you.
Take out that. The attack doesn't count, so I don't have
Soul food, putting all my hand into my soul. Pass
Yep.
to you.
Okay. A remembrance. Read the runes. Mordred Tide, and become the Arknight. Get Spanished. Shuffle them into my deck. It's a lot of soul cards.
It's getting there. Can always be better.
Yeah. But it's a lot. Just 3 cataclysms back to back to back.
Yep.
I play Sonata Arcanix for 0. I draw, so I revealed 1 non-attack and an attack.
Okay.
So I draw Meet and Greet red.
Yeah.
It does 1 arcane to you. You may choose to block it.
So it's for what?
1 arcane.
Blade for 5, 8, 10.
Take 1.
Would go again if you
Yep.
begin with an attack action card against +1 at
Sorry.
turn.
That's all good.
2 in hand, nothing floating, nothing else. And I grab. This is at 10.
Fair enough.
When I play read the runes, making 4 rune chance to 15. Then I arsenal and pass to you.
Sure.
So yeah, you took the arcane. Cool.
On my turn, he strike for. We'll go 7. Yeah, that's a good one.
That game was +1.
7.
7.
To 11. You've got the spectral shield, so you're blocking. Technically, yes. Before I end my turn, however.
I'll block 9.
Reaction to give it go again.
Yep.
Bolt of Courage for 3, charging.
Block 4. Actually. Yeah, I'll block 4.
Sure.
It's gonna use your.
And I will draw and pass to you.
Right. I play yellow, read the runes. Make
For
2
2.
rune chance to 17. Arsenal. Pass to you.
Oh, okay.
Pitch this. Take flight red, charging. For 4.
No blocks.
No reactions.
Take 4.
Bolt of Courage for 3.
Block 3.
Sure.
these.
Gaining +1 and defeated by an attack action.
I play Become the Arc Knight, discarding Dread Triptych to search for Mordred Tide. Then I won't shuffle. Well, technically I should shuffle, but I'm gonna play another Become the Arc Knight, making 2 rune chance to 19. And I'm gonna discard another attack to search for Sonata Arcanix. Then I'm gonna shuffle. And I made 1 from that one as well. So 20. You can find it. So 1, 2.
Yeah, I was really nervous coming into it just because I. Is that?
You're good.
Alright, cool. And that's in hand. Then I destroy Bloodsheath Skeletor, playing Sonata Arcanix for X equals 10. So I reveal 13 cards, and I have 22 rune chance.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I don't think it makes a difference.
12, 13.
Maybe I think the pummel would have made a difference.
Attack doesn't matter. Non-attack, attack, non-attack doesn't matter. I swear to God. Non-attack, non-attack. I swear to God. Still good, but all 3 in my. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can pick 5 attacks, which is all 5.
Yep.
So you get to look at them. These go shuffled, so I have to shuffle again. So you can wait for that. And you'll take 5 arcane.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about breaking the bolters on that twinning blade turn and going for a third one. In terms of whether that was actually like a good plan. Yeah. Might have been better. I hate seeing the library go out because no way in hell am I ever being like triggering the library. Like, it's
How much arcane?
5 for each card that I put into my hand.
Sure. 5?
Alright, and
You're good on the deck, yeah.
now I have to think. Should count how many meet and greets I have left.
Here we go. Remembering. Being in the of it.
So it's only when I play the attack action.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is play Become the Arc Knight
Running yellow shots.
to 24, discarding
Just in case you hit the library, I think is why I put them in.
yeah, discarding an attack to search for a non-attack. Search for the other Mordred Tide. Shuffle again. Shuffle like 4 times this turn. I play the other Mordred Tide, making 2 more rune chance to 26. You want to cut it? Okay. Let's stick these there. Then I play Rune Flash for 26 and 3, and I make 3 rune chants.
Where are you making rune chance from?
Mordred Tide, Viscerai. And
Sorry, I don't even know what Viscerai's ability
Oh,
is.
sorry. So Viscerai triggers whenever I play a Runeblade card after I've played a non-attack action. So I played a non-attack action at the start of the turn, so every one of these Runeblade cards is making 1 rune chant, and Mordred Tide's adding 1 to it. And I have 2 Mordred Tides in play, so that Rune Flash makes 2 extras from Viscerai. 1 from this one from this one.
That's pretty sick.
Yes.
Uh,
So 26 and 3.
What round are we in? This is round 3, and we have 1 more round.
So I'll take the 26.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
The 3.
that's the 3.
Okay. Let's put these here so I can play out the other cards.
So, do I drop the secret?
So then I play another rune flash for 3 and 3, and I make 3 rune chants.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'd be drawing up to 6, right? Plus 1 from that, plus 1 from that, 6.
2, take 1 from the rune chance.
Yep.
3.
Then I play another rune flash for 3 and 3, making 3 rune chants. And I make 3 rune chants. I don't have another token, but it's here. My hero comes back.
Two, take 1.
Yep.
And the 3.
Then I pitch 1 to attack with Reaping Blade with 3 and 3.
I know, it was just enough.
Exact lethal?
Exact lethal.
Damn.
Yeah.
You can block with this.
No, because it's still on the same chain.
Oh, it's all go against. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good game.
Yeah.
Exact lethal. Damn, that was pretty good. I got 5 of. I drew all 3. Read the runes. Read the runes. Read the runes? No. Reduce to rune chance.
2 hands away from
on
a
my
beacon.
Sonata turn. Oh, 2
3
turns
hands away.
Yeah, I drew 3 become the Arcanites. Well, I had 1 in Arsenal, so I thought this is the turn I got off. So I just took everything the turn before.
Yeah,
And
3 hands away.
Yeah, it's insane. But this is what OTK Viscera looks like. Just non-stop. Yeah. It's a lot of attacks. It's like no space on the board.
Why is half of my deck upside? There we go. That's because I picked up half the deck.
Yeah.
Lumina was pretty buried.
Did I tell you my flight got delayed again tomorrow?
Did it really?
Yeah, so now I have to wait around for 6 hours at the airport before I get home.
Have people actually been requesting that? Oh, okay. Well, I know there was a question earlier in the chat for Ryan. They were curious why you decided to go first instead of second.
I went second instead of first.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
But that was a mistake?
Yes, it was a mistake.
Because normally I always want to go second with this deck, because I will pop a Halo and have a full hand off from it still. But as soon as I said it, I was like, wait a second, let's give him another turn to start building rune, like his rune chance. It
And
was
you
a
also
mistake.
swapped it out anyway.
And then I swapped out the wrong card.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which was another mistake.
Fair.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah,
well, you
so
don't
it
often
was a
see
mistake.
Viscera, so
Yeah.
it's fair enough.
Doorway for 6 would go again. If it's a one attack action card, gains +1 until the end of turn. 1 floating, 1 in hand.
The problem with this deck is it struggles against chain. So I have like a sideboard for chain.
Problem with this deck is it struggles against the
Some
character
meta.
that all characters struggle against right now.
I get chain to like 2 or 3 health and then they kill me the next turn.
I was like, it may not be the most efficient use of my turn, but when am I ever
Captain
going to
Sikoso said, so do you just race against, and they've said OTH, I feel like they're probably need to say OTK.
Yeah, it's a race.
That's
It
a
is. I needed to get 1 more Lumina in my hand, ideally 2. Unfortunately, I was 3 turns away, so the race ended. If I would have had 1 blue in my hand, it would have been completely different as well. Especially once he pitched the 9th circle, or tossed that for his thing, I knew I didn't need to hold on to my defense reactions for a big hit. But
My deck doesn't go for big hits. It's only running those attacks because I need enough attacks for the Sonata turn.
yeah,
I'm still trying to figure out how to balance this list. I want to run a mid-range like pivot with my sideboard. I can pivot into mid-range against some matchups, but I'm just struggling to fit all the cards. 80 cards limit. It's
Yeah.
too rough. Trying to do both at the same time.
Well, it doesn't look like there's really many other questions at this point.
Sound good?
my old list is better for this matchup,
Yeah.
but I've been changing it to try and
Combat the other list.
combat chain.
Yeah. That's fair.
But I went way too far to the light side, which is making me deck myself on my Lumina turns. So I need to find a happy medium somewhere in between.
Yeah.
It's just very difficult.
It's rough.
It's
with
cards
this
like this I think are going to come out. But the thing is, without those, Prism is too hard.
Yeah.
But with those, there's such few use cases. Basically, it's pitch a blue, and then take flight, charge a card, and Bolting Blade, because then you have 2 pitch floating to do it. But it's the only scenario where Bolting Blade is really even viable.
Yeah.
The only other time is if you play V and charge with 2 light cards and have it in your arsenal, and then it's free. And then it's for 9, which is actually really nice, but it's such a specific use case.
That's the problem I have with Bolton. It seems so hard to balance those.
And your arsenal with Bolton is just like, you need it.
Yeah. You need so many cards for Bolton to work on turns when you want to go off.
Yeah.
Just because he needs to charge a card.
Do you find the Dynamos worth it over the traditional Snapdragon?
It depends on the matchup. Against Ninja, it's the best thing in existence because they go Kodachi, second Kodachi, you Dynamo, and you go out of your way to make sure you do 2 swings with your sabers against Ninja, and their mask is effectively useless at that point, so it's super nice. The exception being if you're holding on to a good defense reaction like a Soul Shield, then I don't really go out of my way to do 2 Dynamos or 2 sabers if I can do something better. Especially with the original build for this deck where I was running a bunch of hit and runs, it was considerably better because I was doing 2 sabers almost every turn. I don't know. I don't think I'd run Snapdragons because I do use the Dynamos quite frequently. Just not in this matchup because he's not attacking.
Yeah.
In this matchup, I should have kept my light helmet and used no rune boots. They're in here. They're in my sideboard, and I just
Forgot.
I was so messed up by not having any no rune. I was just like, just swap out the helmet. Just do it quick before he changes his mind about let me change it.
Yeah, they said their experience thus far has been that they find they're not double swinging enough.
Yeah, no. It's totally it's really matchup dependent. If I had one more extra card in my deck list, I might run alternate boots as well, but there's just no room for it. Not when I have to have so many specific cards for specific matchups. Like
NGAN Alaron has asked, why have you chosen to play Centauri over the Raiden?
Because Centauri Sabers go boom. Raiden is so strong. It's so strong. But it doesn't have the biggest... I don't know how to say it, because I literally last game just lost to a Raiden build, but it's because he was drawing absolutely insane. And my defense reactions were on the bottom of my deck, so it was game because of that. And he's also a fantastic player too. So basically Lumina with Courage. Where did I put my armor? Centauri Sabers with this card right here. It's insane. Because if you can pull out 2 Lumina Ascensions, or 3, you're swinging for either 24 or 40 damage in a single turn. It's absolutely nuts. Another question I frequently get is why do I run Stubbies instead of Gallantry? Because I don't have the pitch for Gallantry when I do my big turns, generally speaking. Especially, it's impossible to do a Gallantry Gold and a 3 Lumina Ascension turn. There are not enough cards to do it. So Stubbies let me always pull off my combination because usually I'm charging with a 0 charge card. So you pop Stubbies so you can give it go again because it needs to have +1. But yeah, so Sabers I use over Raiden just because it has the big boom turn, which is what this build is for. I would say that Raiden has really, really good potential because you can do some insane turns with Lumina that don't require you to set up a massive Lumina because you play a Lumina Ascension and it's Raiden for 4, Raiden for 4 for free. You just need one card in Soul to get it go again. It's very good.
To me,
Yes.
who has asked this? Evan Mate has asked, does OTK Viserai get countered by Aura Prism?
So Aura Prism is interesting because if you have Reaping Blade and you have a bunch of Rune Chants out, you can actually attack the auras and not have the Rune Chants pop. The problem is if they know what you're trying to do and they know you're OTK, what they can do is just make a bunch of shield tokens and ping you with them if they're running Luminaris. And you can't handle that over the long game. I have to play against Aura Prism more because I haven't actually seen them much. So I'm not sure exactly. But one advice I would have is you have to run time skippers for when you do go off, because if they Arclight Sentinel you and you don't have time skippers or a time snap potion, the game's just over. So it's hard, but it's not impossible.
That Arclight Sentinel is the exact reason why these are stuck in my sideboard.
I have one.
Well, I was running one, but then it was at the bottom of my deck in one game, and I realized never again.
That's why I think time skippers is... I also have time skippers, though.
Oh, yeah.
So that's always there. Against Prism, you just put them on.
Yeah.
The only problem with Prism is if they have a really aggressive Herald build, that could also be rough. I don't run many 6-power attacks. I run 3 Ascendancies and 3 Ninth Blades, and you just pray that's enough.
Yeah. Graver, I find Gallantry makes the 2 Lumen much stronger. Waiting for 3 is too hard. So you're absolutely right, and I would agree with you for that. The issue I have is to do a combo with Gallantry, you have to have pitched. And most of the time, my combos are going off with these 0-pitch cards. So the only way I can do that is if I'm playing a Beacon instead of double Lumina. If I have 2 Luminas and I don't have Stubbies and I don't have a Beacon, I can't give this go again, so I can't set it up. So without Stubbies, I'm either hoping they're going to block with an attack action, which they'll never do, people know better, or I had to start the combo with Take Flight, or I had to have a Beacon. With the Stubbies, I can start the combo at any time. And yeah, it's unfortunate to lose the one, but it's the trade-off is being able to just go off much, much more often. Much more reliably, I should say. Which is the biggest thing that I'm trying to do with this deck, and why I keep rebuilding it after every single play session, is trying to reduce the variance and make it more consistent. Because it has a lot of potential, the issue is getting the consistency at this point.
I think that's the problem with combo decks. Consistency. So
yeah, it really is.
You just have to thin your deck down to be as consistent as possible.
So frustrating.
Okay.
Yeah, no, definitely. If you have Snapdragons, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely recommend Snapdragons against Viserai. But yeah, going
There's
forward.
just no room in this deck.
I still had a lot of room to breathe, I think. I drew well, and you drew not as well. So,
You were within my fatal range if I would have got my Lumina.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking of running Chains of Eminence against you and just saying Lumina Ascension.
Every turn?
Every so often. Once you got enough cards, like set up, and I think you're going to do it.
As soon as I soul fooded, I had enough cards the whole time after that, so...
As soon as I'm like within kill range, 20 health or less,
yeah,
I'll just say Chains of Eminence, hope I can draw a full card in hand. That was definitely only possible because I got both Become the Arknights to search for both Mordred Tide and the Sonata Arcanics. Otherwise, you would have lived with a little bit of health.
Yeah. Having no blues was also an issue with that hand.
Yeah.
3 yellows and a red, and it's like 2 of them I can't even block with because I'd have to pitch and block for 6, which doesn't make any sense. So. My phone just turned off, so me. Yeah, if I had one more resource, I would have lived through the game.
Yep.
That's yeah.
Once I've used my combo, I like my list because I can still put up a decent fight. Since it kind of plays like a mid-range Viserai if I don't use the combo well enough. So that's fine, but definitely puts you back in the game if you can survive.
Yeah. Well, at that point, you're probably just going to start swinging.
Yeah,
so.
Every turn I have to make you bleed cards, or else you're gonna kill me
Yep.
over the game. Viscerai's problem is he doesn't trade. If you're trading card for card every turn, he doesn't trade very efficiently. He falls behind. Or most other classes will beat him. But where he does shine is if you manage to set up a few rune chants and then have a big turn every so often.
Yeah.
Or you can go the Bloodsheath Skeletor Sonata route and try and have some game plan with that, some OTK, which I like better. It's more fun. Don't know if it's as consistent, but I like it better.
The boot and glove swap. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure what I would have did different, to be honest. It was sort of... Yeah, I don't think there's any way that's coming out different. Because it's all good. That's kind of what happens sometimes. If I would, like I said, if I would have had some blues in my hand, it would have been a different result. But yeah. If I would have blues instead of soul shields, because if the soul shields are still in my hand, there's still nothing I can do but just die. Because I can't block with them.
Just wondering if I had time skippers and I tried to use the 9th blade instead of a rune flash. No, it wouldn't have worked. I got all yellow rune flashes, so pulling out the second Mordred Tide was just a godsend. Like, I could play them all for free. That's why it's so good.
Yeah, it was a rough game. It was a good game. To be honest, he was overdue to get me in one.
Overdue, you say? Hey, I beat you one time on TDS as well. But the other time you just played 3 Lumina Ascensions. And
Lumina.
Yeah, that's impossible, okay? I don't think any deck can beat that. Triple Lumina Ascension.
No, because it's like a 45 damage turn.
Yeah, and if you block it, makes it
from the
stronger.
attacks, and it's plus the setup card.
Yeah.
It's 44 damage turn. Yeah.
And I had attacks in my hand, so if I blocked permanent plus one on your Centauri Saber.
Yeah.
And then it's just, okay, so I have to just take the first 5 attacks. Then when I'm in lethal range, okay, I start blocking now.
Yeah. And then it's plus 2, so you block and you only reduce damage by 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the nuts.
I hadn't gotten that much
Oh, it's so good. I've done that a few times here.
Yeah. Triple or double?
The triples.
Yeah.
Oh, I do the doubles almost every game.
Yeah, double is consistent enough.
Yeah,
right?
the
You can just
doubles
beacon into
consistent. Yeah.
So you charge and you beacon that card to get the other one. Double Lumina.
Yeah, so if I get a Lumina and a Beacon or a Lumina and a Lumina, that's what the stubbies are for.
Yeah.
Beacon is more fun when you can just drop a massive plus buff on it. Because like after you do your big Lumina turn and you're sitting on like 10, 15 cards in Soul, you're like, come on, give me a Beacon.
Yeah.
And plus 15.
That would be fun.
It's good, yeah. Or like you go...
Plus 15 and then search for another attack.
yeah, so like I would probably do plus 11, search out a Celestial Cataclysm and give it go again, and then Celestial Cataclysm to finish the last 3 cards in Soul.
Or the Bolting Blade. You could...
Well, the Cataclysm costs 0, and it has go again already built in, so effectively you're paying 2 Soul cards to do 7 damage.
Is it the same? No, yeah. I'm
With
trying
no
to think
pitch.
of math, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it also costs 0 with the
Yeah. You'd still have to have pitch though to do the Bolting Blade. Because you've only charged once, so you need 2 pitch to play
I think
it.
the only case you'd use, well, even no, you would never play Bolting Blade over Cataclysm, right?
Not when your Soul's that stacked, no.
Well, even if you had 4 cards in Soul, right? You wouldn't. Well, if you had 5 cards in Soul.
After Lumina turn?
You could banish 4. Yeah, like just say they survive somehow, miraculously.
Yeah.
And then you come to a turn where you have 4 cards in Soul, or 5 cards in Soul, or 4 cards in Soul, you charge, or whatever. Then you beacon a victory to get your Bolting Blade. So you banish 4 to get plus 4, and then you go again with the other one, then you Bolting Blade.
So you'd banish 3 because you have to have 1 to give it go again. But still.
Banish 4. Because you have to search. You need to banish
You'd
4
have to
to
have
search.
5 in soul.
Sorry, I mean you have 5.
Yeah.
You need to have 5. Yeah. But then Cataclysm is just better.
Cataclysm is just better.
Yeah, because you just banish 1,
Yeah.
and you only need 4 in soul. So Cataclysm is just better in every case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're against. No, it's better in every case. There's nothing that. Bolting Blade just.
Well, and Bolting Blade doesn't have go again.
Exactly.
So and you can't give it go again unless they block with an attack action.
And you need to banish 4 to search for it. Whereas Cataclysm, you just banish 1 and you get it.
Yeah. And then pay 3, but it has go again. Same damage, same number of cards banished, no pitch requirement, and built-in go again.
I guess Bolting Blade would only be good if you had it, and you could also Celestial Cataclysm. So you could like charge twice on that turn, Celestial Cataclysm, and then so you've attacked with something charging.
I think I'm taking Bolting Blade out of my deck because there's only 2 play cases.
So Prism.
It's yeah, because there's only 2 spots where you play it. It's Prism just for defense, but it's pitch a blue, take flight, charge, and then play it.
Yeah.
Is the only time that you can play it, but you still have to pay 2. And the only time you can play it for free is if it's in your arsenal, and you pitch, play a V, and charge with 2 charge with 2 cards.
Yeah, charge with 2 cards.
And then
you
it's
can
free.
Celestial, then you can Celestial, then you can Bolting.
I know you don't have any cards left in your hand. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to pitch for B.
Yeah.
So you play Library, and you get 5 into that.
So play the library first.
Or you get
There's the key.
Tunic to pay for B. But then you can't do the Lumina turn. But you can't run.
I'm just like, wait a second, what?
You can't. Yeah, your deck can't run anything but the Courage, right? So, what's it called? Courage or Blade Hold?
Courage, yeah, Blade Hold. Yep.
Yeah, that's like me. I'm locked into Skeletor every game. With my OTK, I have to play Skeletor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Tempered, so you can only block with it once.
Fact.
Do you have 3 Nullrun for Wizard?
I do.
I have 1 Nullrun and Arcanite Skullcap. My plan is just to pray that I can survive with Arcanite when I get up to 30. I have no space.
I had 3 no rune foils in my collection, and it just happened to be the 3 that I needed to use.
Any one of them would have worked. This one would be ideal if you were against Chain, I think.
Yeah, it would have been better.
I would honestly use the helmet and then use Snapdragons against me. Or maybe even the gloves. What are your gloves? Brave Forge braces. No, stubby.
They're stubbies. I have to have those.
So you need stubbies. Okay, you can't use this. I wouldn't use this. I'd use Snapdragons and I'd use that Nullrun. The helmet is good, but yeah, I don't know. Are you missing the foil chest piece?
Yeah, like I said, I only had 3 foil no rune, and it just happened to be the 3 that I needed. So.
I have the foil chest piece. It's the only one I have, and I don't need it.
There, the third one is.
To think I'd be playing Chain if I had picked up those Art of Wars those months ago when they were $20 to $30 each.
Yeah.
On the shop.
I pulled one out of a pack not too long ago. It's the only one I have. Hence why I'm not even considering running them, because I'm not going to buy them.
Yeah.
Because they're actually probably really good for this deck. Because +1 lets me give stuff go again.
Yeah.
But
they are good.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't take Bolting Blade out completely because I have to have it for Prism.
Yeah, Prism.
I can win against Prism, but I
Maybe
need those
you can just
cards.
sideboard it out until you're.
Yeah, it's in my sideboard now. Yeah. I can put something more interesting in its place.
Yeah. So confused.
Alright, round 4.
Oh, finally.
Oh, you forgot these.
Oh.
Right. Callum.
This is the matchup we're talking about. So.
Callum.
Good luck in your next game.
Yeah, good luck, man.
I almost forgot about this.
What's that?
Almost forgot about
Almost forgot to fly. Oh, my face.
Yeah.
Rowan, you're versing Morgan. Nick, you're versing Peyton. Ryan, you are versing Kevin.
I got it right.
Did you give it a snap?
It's so much bullshit. So much bullshit.
Jamie. Jamie.
What a good throw.
I feel horrible. I'm so sorry.
That was a good throw.
It wasn't meant to go over. That was meant to say. I feel horrible about that. I don't think I felt like it.
Yeah, that's right. You say that. I guess I'll go here. No, it's fine. You have a first aid kit with the plaster? Oh, I just got a cut. Because my blood doesn't feel it. I'm scared. ADHD, I got my brain just got bored and I do things like that.
Can we stop playing video games, man?
That's kind of what I figured.
Do you see Sino, my bully?
Totally. Yeah.
Oh no.
We're going to get a running comment.
Yes, definitely I am playing Axe Tilted. And I also have Arcane Depth. So please use Yellow, blue, blue.
So, Legit,
Salt man.
you doing E4 at the moment? Oh, 3-0?
Yeah.
Nice.
The combination of the OP mats.
Just don't drop
Yeah.
the against me like the last random bolt Just like, okay.
Just gotta count how many cards in it.
Yep.
Well, I was 54 cards, and then I put 6 in the sideboard. Depending on who I'm playing against.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have to do 13, not 14 cards. Yeah, with the crown instead of the
Sorry?
with the crown instead of the Ebon fold.
Yeah, I don't have an Ebon fold in my deck, so.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
I'm not sure where my Snapdragons is.
I'm sure you're playing it the rest of the night, so
Yeah, I was.
should be somewhere. Didn't leave it over by Callum or something.
Maybe, I'll just check those and then I'll go over and look.
I was gonna see if Kelmer got on his deck or something before he starts.
I really wanted this to be my last match. But no matter how many tweaks I do,
Pocket Sand Dragon Scales.
Relax consistency. It can go absolutely insane with relax any sort of consistency. Fair enough. I'll keep working on it, but I don't think it's going to get there. Yeah, well, the first round of that is in Wellington on the 31st, so that's my first time playing it in a tournament. Yeah, I have to leave my house at 4:30 in the morning Saturday, because my flight's at 6:30. It just delays my turn like that guy's had a 4 for 4 today. It was a lot worse than I went to home. I run, I think, 1 out of like 14 days. But I wouldn't have wanted to turn. I didn't want to go twice. So it's like,
Good.
Fine. You're only 6.
Hyro?
Yes, that's good.
The thing is not here.
Seven.
Yeah. Greg's a stickler for sorting out the playmates.
What's that?
Greg hates the playmates not being lined up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even know. You usually want to go second, right? But I only got... I'll try going first.
Okay.
Good yourself? Just made for the process. Coming up here. I don't think I ever replied to your... No, you didn't. It's fine. No, I was... It's not released for some time anyway, so I was just sort of like...
I will.
I like this setup.
sorry, I can't really hear my ears not great. So. Depends account. I think it's too many years of
unrelated to pre-release, or is that pre-release?
Too many years of wearing headphones. There's a lot of ambient noise. My hearing just shuts down.
Yeah.
Seeds.
Yep.
Soul Shackle. It's free. Consuming.
Yeah. 2 resolves.
Oh, I need my wrench.
Less than anything else lately.
That's my
And
no,
it's obviously a life token, but I thought it was just for and I was like, oh,
Pitch to the null rune.
Yeah.
To the thing.
It's,
I need to play game. It just takes a spot
Take
to
one.
get it otherwise. Yeah, but I can't raise
how much did that ring cost?
Nebula for 4. Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been something I've just sort of touched on last 18 months.
Because that was something I was contemplating for
I'm gonna cater.
that room. Like we set up is actually having a couple of targeted cameras and then maybe something in the room as well for exact same sort of thing. If I can get a good group
Listen for 4.
and
Go flight 3, charging.
more games, but I don't think there's actually that much call for it. But it's always one of those things that like I personally love a bit of it. Even just actually having it set up in the room so before playing a game can actually end up being like, hey, let's get the game set up. When we get new games, even doing some unboxings and stuff.
2. Yeah, so take 2.
It is not actually that high. The
You put a Aether Flare on top of my deck.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Then I'm going to play a Chain Lightning for 3.
I'll block
One.
the one.
Yeah, take 2.
Take 2.
And I'll Arsenal this card and draw up.
Yeah, it's
One soul shackle.
Yep.
and then the other one as well ends up being card sleeves. If your lighting's not right, you're gonna get glare. It's all gonna be yeah. It's amazing. I've had to rerun my lights in the bar like 2 or 3 times now, and it's like 3 grand. It's like, Jesus Christ, why is this
Yes. There's always something to I want to get another one of those lights on the opposite side.
Soul shackle.
Yep.
True. Hell.
Yep.
A strike for 10.
Oh, that's very good. Yep.
Because you need like what, 1,000 subs or something? 2,000 subs.
Kato?
Yeah.
Step it. Aether Flare for 4.
Random question.
Next one gets that much more damage.
Do different characters have different strike?
Okay. Block 2, take 2.
Yep. 5.
Yeah.
And what does it do? Sorry.
I just that much damage. It can be played as an instant, but it's already an instant, so.
Yeah.
Yes, Kano does a lot of future options.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I still haven't cracked up in those British play packs. You got
Block
Take
2.
3. Go ahead.
Yeah. Also, just it's one of those things.
2 soul shackle.
Yep.
Sort of like, oh, cool trading card game. It's awesome. It's like, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Seeds. Shackle.
Yep.
Something that
Demagon for 3.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Your draft night, so we get the cards off to you. 8-card pool in the room across the street. So it's like as a separate.
I'll break this.
Yep.
Wait, I need to just have a chat to you about it.
4.
It's not something that
It's
I
very
want to
annoying.
do without any sort of blessing from over here, and I want to be getting any product from you as well. I don't think it need to be anything sanctioned. It's like it ends up being like just it's people that.
Block 5.
That's kind of like the one that probably makes sense to end up doing, but from a
Sonic for 4.
I'm probably looking at another match week, which is Friday and actually busy in the same way, like tonight we've got this going on anyway, so it makes sense to have it.
Sorry, I don't know any of these cards.
Play the top one, and it costs that much less where there's the damage.
Just pick your brain about it as well, and being like, hey, like when do you think would work?
Take 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be room for 2.
Honestly, it would be
Take 2.
Yep. Go ahead.
with the exception of
3 soul chicken.
Yep.
and it has like
1,
friends. But in that situation, you probably just end up playing something that's like
pitch 1,
Yep.
Art of War,
and like probably even just
Banish and
I also need to finish getting furniture in the room, so it's actually nice. Like there is some furniture in there, it's like fine, a little bit of board games, but for a pod of 8 people, it's a little bit tight at the moment for but also like.
I don't even know. I'll do Banish in 1 attack.
Sure. It's the one on more place. Oh, there you are. I agree. Yeah.
Seeds.
Yep.
Seeds.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Shekel.
if they set proper like Storm Pro in Canada, where you know, it's actually a gaming platform. You go in there, you can get food, you can get then like
No, I won't Shekel. Oh, Shadow Puppetry.
Yep. Just have it all.
It's 2. Riftborn for 1 arcane.
Yep.
7.
generally speaking,
I'll take 5.
there's not necessarily a lot of store loyalty in TCG gamers. People have noticed anyway.
1 resource remaining.
Yep.
Oh, Soul Check.
Yep.
Unhallowed rods for 4. We'll send seeds to the
I
board.
don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be over before then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've vaulted gold for 6.
Block 2.
Yep, take 4.
There's a lot of love and support from
4 Soul Check.
And that was also an extra. You were so bad at my waist long term. So bad at my waist long term. So it's a limit on definitely. Wow.
Yeah.
All seeds.
Yep.
But yeah, be interested to see what Matt Flesh and Blood for you.
Shekel.
Yep.
Demigon for 4 and 1 arcane.
Yep.
Based on the metric. Yeah.
Unhallowed for 4.
Take 1.
Razor.
Yep. Should have played around there. It's my bed. Let's have a look. It's terrible. Cano? Cano?
So I usually put myself inside so they can go in and out.
Reverberate for 3.
Do I only pitch them? Block 1.
Sorry, in response, I'm going to gaze now. Don't think it matters too much, but...
I get attacked 3 times with each weapon. No, I hit that. I was so I hit that. The counter here.
On those, bounce this. Yeah, so
with
yeah, so you took 1. Oh, 2, sorry.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, what does it do?
Banish a card from my hand and I can play it as an instant instead.
must put a ton of pressure on the
I forgot if did I take it off or not? I forgot.
No, I don't think so. I think you're on 21 to start.
I'll take all 3 of it.
in a short term, it potentially drops.
Especially when I do triple luminous, if I don't want to keep track of it.
Banish Reverberate. And we'll try and hit a tome. Kano?
I have one more attack left.
That's okay.
Good game, man.
Oh, I played that pretty horribly. That's alright. I forgot I had sideboarded out Forked Lightning, so I was like drawing to it. I was like, where is it?
You forgot about what?
Forked Lightning.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
playing it. So I was like, I should have thrown out the sturdy other ones earlier.
Yeah.
And then I was really looking for potions because you want to be able to set up that one big turn.
Yeah.
But didn't play to them properly. And I played kind of like it was blitz and not constructed. Elijah one. Yeah.
Cheers.
I love it.
So I don't know what any of your cards do.
Yes.
I really need to learn Wizardry.
Yeah, I thought we played enough games of Blitz. But...
So, Jesse would like to know, Liam, what
Yeah.
did you side out?
Ah. Yeah, alright.
That lets you search for any number.
I think it was one of those.
Jesse, sir would like to know if you know how to block.
No, I don't. You can't win a game when you're blocking best chain though, because they get stronger hands than you, like, very quickly. So you need to push that damage early. I just didn't see any hands which really snowball damage, like no good lesson hands or no good reverberate chains, and like no energy potions to actually set up a late game. So it's like I was trying to play a fast game and didn't really find the cards that let me do that. I think that's pretty close to it. So those.
Which is fantastic when you draw big.
Those, no, not quite. And that's it. So 3, 7, 10, 13, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Alright, so when Guan asked why Mr. Spronkin chose to play Wizard for CC, would you recommend others to do so?
Depends on your meta, but like, I think we've talked about this a bit in
The video?
and in like the first thing. So like, there'll be a video coming out in a couple of days which should answer a lot of your questions about when to pick Kano and CC. I think that'll explain it a lot more in depth than I can right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The questions aren't firing, so they're not pumping through.
That's
so.
right. So was that our last round?
That was the last round. Yeah.
Cool.
So 15 players, 4 rounds of Swiss. Oh wait, which one was it?
Sweet. Good game, Liam.
Yeah, thanks so much. Hey, congrats on your...
What's
What are
that?
they? Congrats on your X's. Yeah.
Finally. I keep getting free wins there. Finally got
Would you be able to go in the deck tip for the no pressure if you don't want to.
Yeah, I might pass that. So.
That's cool.
Can't even do one for my deck because I've just done it.
Yeah. That's probably better doing it beforehand, though.
You can look at my deck and talk about it. If you want to do that.
We could talk about what's different from like standard chainless if you want, but like, yeah.
Up to you guys. Just give me a bit of...
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
We just go through it quickly. Like,
Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much for watching today. We've got 47 people at the end of the night, which is pretty awesome. I know I say that every week, but it's awesome every week. So big thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a like and comment if you want to see anything different, or you want to see, or you just want to give us a positive comment. That's cool too. Thanks a lot. See you guys next week. Oh yeah, and keep an eye out for Art of War Plus 1 videos releasing daily, almost
maybe we
daily.
should release that Kano one pretty soon.
Yeah, we're going to release a Kano video like within the next 24 to 48 hours.
Whenever Greg can get around to editing it and posting it and he's not run off his feet.
Yeah, so I'll probably start that tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep an eye out. Yeah, subscribe, like, comment, do all that.
Yeah. Cheers, Greg.